That's probably one of the cleanest core homes I've seen. Hey, it's Finnick Commit. I'm back for another Palia tour. I'm here with Sarah Pones. How you doing today?
Doing good, thank you.
That's awesome.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I always like to kind of do like a little pan around because everybody does a different approach to like their entrance, and it's fun to kind of see how everybody kind of sets things up and, you know, utilizes the different things. And you know, pay no mind to like the smoke monsters. We just had a new update, so you know, it's something that they're going to be patching. We're going to look past that because there's a whole lot of other fun stuff that we're going to see. I can already tell you're ready. You got the whole thing going. You're just like waiting for visitors.
Waiting for the visitors. Yes. Hello. This is my Palia home.
So
I have loved designing this plot, and so thank you for taking a tour.
Oh yeah, no, it's my pleasure. You're my tour guide. Where are we going?
Yes. So we'll go across the lovely bridge, and so throughout this tour, you know, I'm a big fan of the homestead lights. You're going to see them everywhere. You're going to notice there's also quite a lot of bit of curious derby deer hanging out all over the woods. So
love it.
You'll see. But we're going to take a tour of the main house first and then the outside. But before we do, I wanted to point out the entrance to my Phoenix Shrine gazebo to the right here.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I just really love this entrance, and I just wanted to show it off because that's not the way we're going to come into it.
That is one hell of a sight line. I love how you've decorated with the trees and how you have everything framed up with the lighting and everything. This is really, really well done. Yeah, this is how you make something look grand, for sure. We love a good gazebo, don't we?
Definitely.
Yeah, they're one of the most interesting things to tour because depending on how you decorate them, they can either feel very large or very small, but they're the same amount of space. And I think this is cool. Like the way that you design this makes it look and feel a lot very open and very sacred.
I love the view of the lake here.
Yeah, it is a good view of the lake. I also like that, you know, you've done a good job just already incorporating the natural elements of the plot, and you know, they don't really give us a lot to work with. So yeah, I already know this is going to be good. All right, I'm following you. All
right, awesome. Yes, so we're going to go into the main harvest house first. But I wanted to start off here I wanted to have a mudroom or a foyer, so to say. And so I flipped my harvest house and added a porch.
Okay.
So I love this front porch. It just makes me feel warm and cozy.
Yeah, I dig it. I like how you have lots of seating and everything is just, it's so, now here we go.
So in my main harvest house, this is my foyer. Come have a seat, put your items down, put your coat in the armoire.
This is cool. I love to see how their different decorating styles. This really, you make a lot of good use of the space. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just checking out this artwork.
Yeah, so this time I did have my Christmas tree here. It looked so amazing. But of course, Christmas is over, so I had to replace it.
Yes.
I did put this art that Gina gave us, but I think I'm going to wait on Shura's the pink bonsai tree.
Yeah,
I really
that's a good one.
That's going to complement this space really well.
Definitely. Yeah. This is awesome.
Cool. Well, let's go right into my dining room.
Yes.
So here is my formal dining room. I love the fireplace being in the dining room. And I had a few different wallpapers that I was struggling with, but once I put in the Dragontide mixed with this stone wall, I knew it was going to stay. Oh
yeah. Yeah. I like the stone wall too. It just has a very handmade feel to it. Like you did the masonry yourself, you know? Yeah,
and I know you love a good kitchen.
Yes, ma'am. I do love me a good kitchen.
I adore this kitchen. It's just so cozy.
Yes.
And I originally wanted a standard kitchen with one oven, one stove. However, a lot of the recipes do require two. So I started playing around with a few different layouts, and this is the one that stuck.
Yeah, this is really, really nice. I like how people have used these nooks for different things, and people have kind of add pantries, and you've got your gallery walls. Just, yeah, this is really nice.
And of course, I had to put Rhett's picture up here.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
it doesn't go anywhere else in the house.
Yeah.
It's where it belongs.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone has a favorite makeshift item, but if not, I want to point out this right here, this little soup ladle with the candles. This is my favorite item.
That was the very first makeshift item I ever got.
Oh, neat.
And my wife was so jealous because it took her like months to get it.
There's still some I don't have, but you know, that's going to take time and fishing.
Yeah, it's kind of fun how they did that, because there's not everybody has everything, and it's, you always kind of like, you know, it's like one of the most coveted things in Palia is the makeshift items. Yeah.
And so outside, I had to have, I put a door on my kitchen because, of course, I had to have access to my garden for some fresh veggies.
Okay.
And so it's just a little sneak peek, kind of don't go past this area because I don't want to ruin something later on. But
yeah, I'm
I
keeping
wanted to put a little sitting area in front of my garden.
Keeping my camera trained just ahead. We're only looking at the garden. We're only looking at the garden.
We'll look at the garden here.
Yes. Looking at the garden. We're not looking at anything else, Commit. Just looking at the garden.
A quick peek of the garden. We'll come back a little bit later.
And checking out this intense crafting area. Very cool.
This tent is actually one of my favorite tents. This tent has every plant item in or around it that I've acquired in this game so far.
Nice.
And I have every vegetable planted, or any item that can be planted is planted here.
Yeah.
This lovely, I didn't even know this item existed until I got it. And whenever I got it, I had to have it.
I always love this one because this is like my monument to knowing people.
All right, let's go back into the home and see the rest of the main house.
Excellent. That's always another fun thing too, is the order in which people decide to take me around. That's always fun. Some people go outside and inside, and it's always kind of a nice treat to do something different. And this is really cool how you have everything laid out.
My formal sitting area, and I love this like partition that I created with the pulling cans or the enchanted fish.
Yes.
It really separated the room, but just made it feel open at the same time.
Yeah. Does your fish have a name?
The fish does not have a name. To be honest, little pink eye weirds me out.
It's giving you the eye.
Yes. And I have two rooms on this harvest house. This is my first guest room, kind of industrial mixed with a blue accent.
Yes. It's so fancy.
I didn't have a room for a larger room for the bathroom, and I couldn't fit a sink. And I figured, this is kind of simpler times in the future. So there is a water pitcher and a clock or the bathtub.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's really cool.
The next room, I consider it my room. A little mix of the Inquisitor and Capital Chic with some greens. Kind of wanted to pull a couple different furniture options together, color palettes together. I think it went well.
You totally nailed the accent walls. That's cool. And I always like to see the drapes is such a fun touch, how people incorporate them in so many creative ways too.
And this is my bathroom. This bathroom actually happened by mistake. I was wanting to level up my furniture making, so I just started making all of the pieces for each set.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of placing them in here just to kind of store them, and then it started to look good, so I kind of just rolled with it.
That's how a lot of great ideas start in Palia, as far as like designing and stuff goes. It's really cool.
And of course,
yeah.
I have Tish on my wall. She's my shep and my first romance.
Ooh. He's a good pick.
She is. She's so sweet. She's so strong-willed and handy, and so I really liked her as an option.
Yeah. Ooh, this is nice.
This is my bar area.
I
got all of my plaques.
Yeah, I forgot to mention. So I really like one of the things that people are incorporating more in their builds. It's very creative. Is the vanity in your room? I think it's really nice touch. Very clean. And you totally have sight lines down so well. That's so cool.
That's one thing I really went with. There was one of your earlier videos that I watched where he was talking about sight lines, and ever since I watched his house, that was everything that's incorporated into my build has to do with beautiful sight lines now.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, that is so cool. It's a language, really.
It is. And the last room of my main harvest house, this is my office.
I love how just you really do colors so well. You got your accent walls and everything's nice and laid out and warm, and yeah, this is nice.
I'm sure you can tell what skill I'm not the biggest fan of. It's gonna be the cooking. I only have the bronze.
That's okay. Everybody plays Palia at their own pace in their own way, and there's no right or wrong way to play Palia for sure.
And the new bay window, yay!
Yay!
It looks so good.
Yeah, that's totally right. I was swinging the camera around, and it blends in so well that I missed it. Honestly, that's a great view. That is a great view. I
love this bay window. Thank you, Singularity 6. It looks so good. The only thing that I would say is I actually decorated these today because it was just built last night, and you cannot put like larger plant items or like small shelves, like that little moonstruck little shelf that's underneath it to the right. You can't put things like that on it, but like the little items you can. I like it. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Really makes the room feel bigger.
All right, awesome. So hopefully if everything worked out according to plan, let me stare out the window.
Okay.
Oh, he's not there. I waited a whole day too, just to make sure we didn't disturb him.
Oh, that's okay.
If you don't step off the porch, then he won't run away. So you always get a good little look at him, but he didn't get a chance to come out. I'm sad.
That's okay. That's okay. Always fun when they do. You get to take a picture, and also I've had some people that they get real serious about it. They like make they figure out where the boundaries are, and they actually like make like a viewing area. You can't go past that area, or else they decide to go away.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is my kind of workshop area. Got all of my machines here going, and my kind of crafting / modification area. I enjoyed creating these tents. I like the tents. They're very cheap to make in materials, and they go a long way.
They really do. Yeah, they really do. You get to be creative in such a little pocket of space.
And so I have a few little sitting areas. You'll notice there's a lot of sitting areas around in my plot.
Yeah, I really noticed that. You have everything so nicely laid out.
And then we'll take another look at my garden, all of my sitting areas. And I wanted to point this out. I always had this idea because the fire pits, they don't stay on, and I always wanted it to stay on. Um, so the one time that I had a friend over, I said, "Hey, help me merge this floor torch with the fire pit." I think it looks good.
I think so too.
It does its purpose.
Yeah, it it looks like maybe you had it on for a time and it's just kind of slowly
Dwindling.
Yeah, dwindling away. You've already done your cooking, got your cooking out of the way. Get a better look at this. I like how you've kept some of the natural elements too, the bigger rocks and the trees and stuff like that without, getting rid of them. I mean, there are a lot of people that have tree grets, is what I call it.
Tree grets. I love it. Yes. And see, I have some bushes still. Yes, some large rocks, some large trees.
Yeah.
I did unfortunately clear out all the small stuff until I realized I wanted to keep it.
Well, there's also kind of a strategy for that too, which is, you get rid of the small stuff and then you replant it the way that you want it to look. So, yeah.
Only if they would give us the shrubs back and the rocks. That would be great.
I'm sure they will at some point. As long as people demand it enough.
Right, exactly. They're outdoor areas. We got to have outdoor restrooms, right? Little outdoor restroom.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
And if you haven't seen in the woods, they're looking.
I know.
They're looking around.
I know. They're keeping an eye on me.
They're still shy. This is my outdoor dining area.
Wow. This is fancy.
I wanted to have a little sitting area with the dining area, and if Singularity 6 would allow us to keep these ovens on, I think that would look great.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a really good point. That would be really cool. In an outdoor setting, this kind of reminds me of a smoker.
Yes.
Yeah.
My husband is very into smoking, so I love that you just said that.
Me too. I am, yep. All about that. Low and slow.
I don't think the crab likes being here that much.
Yeah, he's looking a little crabby, if you ask me.
And we wrap back around to my Phoenix shrine that we saw earlier. First off,
yeah, that was a good view.
That is not all.
All right, I'm following you.
So we have our two little seating areas here as well. Got a little Ravenwood area with a bellflower fountain.
Nice, very clean.
And a little makeshift area by the pond. Have to have an area by the pond.
I really like how you did this. This is like you have a lot of attention to detail and little things. You have a lot of places to relax, which is really cool.
I mean, that's the whole point of my plot. It's a hangout area. Inside, outside, everyone has a place to sit, relax, whether it's in a group setting or alone or with just a friend. And I just added some chests here because the big question is what do we do with our chests, right? Yes,
absolutely. That is the big question.
So I designed this area with that just in mind. Is what do we do with these chests?
Wow.
This is my little hot tub area.
That's fancy. That's really well done. Because that particular style works so well with the hot tub. Although, like if it's cold, you have a long way to get back into the house.
It's never cold on my plot.
Yeah, it's always warm.
Yeah, it's always warm. Always inviting. Another little sitting area, a little industrial.
That's really cool. I like how, again, really good use of the wallpaper colors just to kind of style that area.
And we have a view here to my other gazebo, but I want to take you to the left first.
Okay.
This is going to be for I have two guest houses on my little plot. And this is my guest house sitting area with my little curio case.
That's cool. I like how they finally fixed the fountains. It's a big day.
Yes. And if you look at the walls behind us, you can kind of see the theme of what each guest house is going to be.
It's really
got
nice.
a little ranch and a Capital Chic house.
Yeah.
And so
let's go check them out.
Yeah, Capital Chic. Here we are. If you've noticed on my plot, a lot of the items that I have are not modified. There's very few modified items.
Because you like to go with more of a natural look, and using the wallpaper colors, you know, there's not too much that you have to do. However, this is my asterisk. It fits your style, especially like how you mix these two shelves together. Very simple thing to do.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, neither have I. You know, very, very simple, but it adds a lot to it. Yeah, see this guy right here. That's cool.
Oh, and I wanted to point out, it took me forever to find these guys, but I finally found them like a couple days before this tour. The Dawn Ray and the Dusk Ray, they match so well.
Ooh, yeah, they really do. They really do. This feels very, very fancy.
I've never seen anyone do this light before. The one that's above the sink right here.
Yeah, you really. That's another thing that, you know, I'll say again, like, you really got your lighting down, and the colors of the walls and everything. You'll notice I quickly run out of words. It's my challenge.
I love everything.
Yeah, no, I want to preface, like, I don't mean to minimize anything, because this is all very incredible. And, you know, those of you who are watching right now, I want to know in the comments, like, what has really just got you scraping your jaw off the floor, because there's a lot of really good design here.
So this is my ranch guest house.
Yeah.
I had fun with it.
Nice
I incorporated a little bit of the Emberdorn pieces in it. I thought they fit really well with the regular ranch style.
I agree. You know, so I like to point out little things for people that are just now getting started decorating their house, and maybe they've stumbled on, you know, a tour video or something like that, and they're just like, holy cow, I'm never going to get to that point. This is a prime example that you can do it, because
you can.
There are lots of people that, you know, they choose to recolor everything, and that's cool. You know, that is really cool. But the fact that you have this design that uses a lot of the existing colors, a lot of the existing things, is very, very, like, I don't know how to really say it, but I can tell that people will look at this and they will feel like, oh, you know, I can do that. That's cool. But it's still, at the same time, the way that you've mixed things together, the way that you've put the lighting, it is very creative.
And I mean, plus the modification pouches, they cost so much, right?
Yeah, it's something that that people will be able to learn a lot from, for sure, and take notes from.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I put a little porch on the back, like this little seating area as well, with the little veggie containers.
I love it.
And that brings us to my little archery area. You can stand behind here, take some practice shots. Oh,
don't walk in front.
Don't get in the
way. I might as well have had an apple on my head at that point, you know.
Have a little seat, or you can go into the little viewing tent.
This is nice. Oh, my
I was
word.
ecstatic whenever I found out that I could put the wall cabinets on the floor and they look like floor cabinets.
Yeah, that is a great point. That is a great point. All about that cabinet life. Storage space.
Yes. And then my little picnic hangout area by the other lake.
So well done. You know, it's kind of hard to I guess there's so much stuff to look at on a plot that I always encourage. I always like to encourage people to go walk around on your plot, like outside of the space that you're actually building. There's a lot of really pretty things to look at, and you never know what they might add too.
Yeah, that's why I want to do incorporate a lot of them into my builds. With this area of shooting, I was like, I want to have a fence behind it. We have to be safe. I mean, yes, a game, but no, in my paleo world, we're still safe. It's backed up to rocks, so you're not going to shoot your arrow through.
Yeah, and if it does ricochet, you know, it's gonna hit the fence.
Hit the fence.
That's incredible. It's really incredible.
And then, of course, on this side of the map, we have another outdoor restroom.
Very, very user-friendly.
Another sitting area, because why not?
No, it's really nice.
And then we'll come back up this way. This is like the path that leads to the hot tub area.
Okay.
But I want to point out another little sitting area here.
Oh, nice and tucked away.
Yep. What to do with my little nook.
But it's
another sitting area.
Fun though, that like still it's that kind of attention to detail. Like you didn't just put a chair there, you got the colors, the wallpaper and everything.
Now, I know you said, hey, Palians, even if your plot is unfinished, you still want to tour. This is my unfinished area. It's supposed to be an aquarium/terrarium, but I don't have enough of the skill coins for the terrarium yet. So this is my design that I put so far.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. That thing that I said comes with an asterisk, because there's a lot of people that like to minimize what they have. They're like, it's not done yet. It's not good. This is really good.
I love it.
Yeah, while nothing is ever really done, I think it's important. You can still show it off and you can improve on it, and it's kind of frozen in time, once it goes up on YouTube, that you can just kind of come back to it anytime you like, and then also you can change things around. There's some people that they invite me out for a tour just to give themselves permission to start changing things around. Oh yeah, this is nice. So ritzy.
You have to have an outdoor bathing area.
Yeah, why not,
And I didn't know, I guess it was just a bug that I had, but the blue candles that are on the table, they did not light up for me until this last update. I just thought that they didn't light up.
Yeah, they fixed a lot of those little things, little details, which is really cool.
We'll ignore the black smoke. It's okay. We still love you, Singularity 6.
There's so much to look at down here. I'm hardly even paying attention to it.
It's just another moonstruck little sitting area. I liked it. I wanted to fill out this space, but still keep this area open, because this is actually looping back around to my little workshop area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have the loop around.
That's nice.
I have a surprise for you back here, though.
Uh-oh. All right.
They're impatiently waiting to meet you. This way.
Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see.
And surprise!
Oh my gosh. They've been caught there in cahoots. This is fantastic, really.
This is my Palia home.
Yeah. Hot damn, this is impressive. So, and this is going to be probably a very difficult question for you, unless you already have something in mind. Where would be the coziest place? on your house or
Oh,
plot?
coziest place. Yes. So let's go in my unfinished build. I like looking at it. It is definitely. Oh, I probably ran off too fast.
Yeah, I'm catching up.
I like this space, even though it's unfinished.
It's a good
I like
space.
to look at it.
Yeah. So, do some Q&A. First off, I just want to thank you for inviting me out. This has been incredible. The way that the attention to detail that you had for all the little spaces, all the cozy seating areas, the way that you mixed colors together, the way that you did accent walls, and I probably already know, but I'm gonna say, if you're familiar with my 4 different design styles, cluttercore, practicore, eclecticore, and cleancore, which one would you be?
I would say clean core.
I would 100,000% agree with you. That's probably one of the cleanest core homes I've seen. Just because how you have everything items. Like, yeah, but it's neat. And you also like how you've mixed the items together in a creative way without, even worrying about coloring them. That's really cool. That's not something to minimize at all. I mean, that's well done. So I guess my next question would be, where do you get your inspiration from?
To be honest, I mean, to quote Bob Ross, it's all just happy mistakes.
Nice. Yeah.
Just putting things in areas and seeing how they look, removing them, editing them. It's just everything just kind of laid into place, starting in one area, moving on to another, getting an idea, running with it. Just all happy accidents.
Nice. So I like to do some, every now and then I like to do little scenarios, right? So you have a new room, you have like your full inventory of, like, the inventory, what I mean it by that is like all of the items that you have on your plot right now. But you're decorating a new room. Where do you start? What would be like one of the first things that you put down?
I would love to do a building that is like a museum. It almost reminds me of Animal Crossing, where you have your museum. So I would love to have a museum where you kind of come in and it's all of your like museum art pieces, like the pot that Gina gave us that's in my main room, just to kind of show off those museum pieces. And then you have a wing that's all of your fish. And it's just beautiful fish decor, the beautiful sea background, a lot of plants. And then on the other side, the same with kind of like your bug area. So that's really something. I really wanted to play around with this on this plot, but I didn't have all of the pieces that I really wanted to show it off. So I decided to go with a gazebo instead. Yeah,
that's still just the incredible, like how you laid out this gazebo too, and that's a fantastic answer. I mean, there's no wrong answers, of course. It's your particular style, and the reason why I like to ask those things is, kind of getting back to my earlier point, people that are not really sure where to get started. Sometimes it's just a matter of you put something down and then you kind of put things around it and see where it goes. Like you said, happy accidents.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. What would be your favorite activity to do in Palia?
Decorating my plot.
Oh yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. I guess what I mean is, activities like hunting, fishing, foraging, cooking.
I would say hunting. I love to really snipe, one of the animals from a long distance. It's just, it's very satisfying.
It is very satisfying. I totally agree with that too. When you get it lined up just right, you got the arc just perfect. You're just like, nice. I
like to have them running too, as like a challenge. Like I'll run up to them and make them run, just so it's more of a challenge to get them while they're on the run.
Oh, I didn't know we were interviewing a badass here. That's funny. No, that's really cool though. I mean, some people find hunting very challenging, and the fact that you just like get them started running and you're just like, all right, dance. That is pretty funny.
Switch is a little more challenging for hunting, but I think it's just, even on the Switch, I've landed some really nice shots. I don't know, everyone has their forte.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I guess my next question is going to be would be involving, Singularity 6. They've done a fantastic job with Palia and the updates and everything like that. And one of the questions that I like to ask is, I feel like Singularity 6, watches these parts, and I think the Q&A has really been fantastic to kind of query the player base as to what sorts of things that they want. What would be one thing, like a magic wand, you could get like an item from Singularity 6?
Everyone says pathing, different fence items, even recoloring our fences would be great.
Yeah.
With items, whenever you edit them, it's not just 4 different angles. However, with our houses, it is. And like with our tents, I'd like to see something as simple as just more angles that we can use for our homes.
That's a good point. Yeah. That's something very, very, very interesting to point out. Just being able to angle your house slightly. That's pretty cool. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for having me out to tour and to just allow me to like showcase, this house. You are 100% clean core. I totally agree with that, and I think a lot of other people would too. All of my clean core tour guides out there totally feel the same way. They were nodding their head the entire time. But yeah, thank you so much. And if those of you who are still here, make sure you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite part was. What was something that you learned from this tour? It's always kind of fun for me to see what people gain from these and what they're running home right now to incorporate. And finally, make sure you follow me for more Palia tours. I like showcasing all of this wonderful stuff. It's amazing. All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much for touring my plot.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. And I'll catch you all for the next one. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.